Blacklight Interstellar Survey Expedition Voice Summary. Expedition Day 4, Galactic Standard Date 11th of August 3312, Mission Elapsed Time 6 days. Vessel is the BIS Caspian Explorer, Registry BIS-CEV-001. This is Commander Dean Shanra aboard the Caspian Explorer. We've covered a fair amount of ground today, so I'll try to keep this relatively brief. Although given how much BIS seems to enjoy making me repeat information that's already been transmitted through the ship's systems, I'm sure I'll still manage to talk longer than necessary. We started the day in Sinafei OP-J A22-0. It was another cold system centered around a brown dwarf with 11 landable icy worlds. Only one of them, Body 2, returned a biological signal, so naturally I went to investigate. And naturally, it was bacterium. Again. This time it was a different species from the ones we've encountered previously, white rather than lime. So technically we have made progress. I'm sure someone at BIS will be thrilled. The most interesting development in that system actually came from BIS itself. They've changed the survey procedures. Apparently, I no longer need to perform second passes on icy worlds that have already been mapped and don't show any additional areas of interest. The Caspian will now tell me if a planet requires what they've called a second opinion. It's certainly convenient. I'm just not entirely sure how the ship is supposed to know something deserves a second look when my own sensors don't detect anything unusual. I asked BIS about it, they didn't really answer. I'm trying not to read too much into that, for now. After completing the investigation, we moved on to Redguia, I don't really know how to read this from the star charts. Redguia UE-K B8-1. That one was quite different. No planets at all. Instead, we found 3 stars, 2 red dwarfs and a brown dwarf. The orbital arrangement was actually pretty interesting. 2 of the stars have a close relationship, with the brown dwarf following a large orbit around one of the red dwarfs. The 3rd star spends most of its time way out on the edge of the system before its orbit carries it right through the orbital region of the other 2. It almost looks like it's stopping by to say hello before heading off again. There's nothing anomalous about it. No signals, no artificial structures, nothing that requires further investigation. Just an unusually complicated arrangement of stars. It's a good reminder that sometimes the universe doesn't need to hide anything from us to look strange. From there we entered Redgui ET-U C2-5. And this is the one that's going to keep us busy. 4 stars, multiple gas giants, rocky and icy worlds, asteroid fields, metal content worlds, biological signals, geological signals. Enough targets that I've decided not to try to complete the entire system in one sitting. We'll be here for a few days. The first world I investigated was a small rocky moon orbiting one of the Class 3 gas giants. It's tiny, very low gravity, tidally locked, and extremely hot. Well, next to the lava geysers anyway, but it had some interesting geology. Sulfur geysers and iron magma vents. No biological activity on this one, which honestly was a nice change. I spent some time surveying the surface and then decided to call it a night. There's no reason to rush through a system like this. We're here to explore, not to see how quickly we can make the computer check boxes. So that's where we stand at the end of Expedition Day 4, 1 system with another bacterial discovery, 1 system with 3 stars and no planets, and 1 very large system that we're only beginning to understand. Tomorrow I'll continue working through Redgui ET-U C2-5 and see what else it has waiting for us. Hopefully something more interesting than bacteria, although I've probably just guaranteed that the next planet will be covered in it. Commander Dean Shanra aboard the BIS Caspian Explorer. Expedition Day 4. Explore, discover, understand. The unknown awaits. End of recording.